Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something that has been running in my mind since morning, because I am a reader, I'm a journalist, but again the greatest consumer of our news, especially politics. I read a lot of politics. People do ask me, Kaka, whatever information you give us, where do you get it? I consume a lot of political news into this mind. There is something that appears to be common. There is something that is appearing to be a sprouting norm, right? And if you have been very, very keen, you can agree with me that you've also noted something fishy. This is it. Why do the people who supported this Kenya Kwanza government are the same people crying the loudest? I don't know if you've seen that trend. The people who highly supported this government are crying the loudest, accusing the government of high taxes, accusing the government of closing their businesses, accusing the government of suppressing them. I don't know if I will give you examples. I'll give you examples, ladies and gentlemen. Now, my prophecy is being fulfilled. Those of you who have been with me since the 2022 campaigns, you remember telling people that, and I even used James Orengo's example. He was telling senators that, listen, senators, government eats its own children. And he was telling people in government by then in Jubilee, you will cry more than we in the opposition. And I used that statement to warn the Kenya Kwanza regime and the hustlers nation that, look, when Ruto will take power, the hustlers will begin to cry the loudest. And it has been witnessed. Let me give you an example. Bishop Margaret Wanjiru supported this government with all her church materials, with all her church property. She campaigned for William Samoei Ruto. Recently, she's the one who was crying the loudest how the Kenya Kwanza government has beaten her from her own church, and she even threatened to withdraw her support for William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua. That is one example. Kimani Ngujiri. Recently, Kimani Ngujiri, who has been supporting the Kenya Kwanza regime very recently, ameinua Biblia and he has said he will never wear yellow even hata akiingia kwa kaburi. Hawezi vaa yellow. He has withdrawn his support from the Kenya Kwanza regime. I remember Kimani Ngujiri holding press conference abusing Raila Odinga. He could go to Facebook Live at 3 p.m. abusing Raila Odinga, defending William Ruto. Today, look at where he is. That is a second example. There is a political commentator called Balak Muluka. Balak Muluka has been William Ruto's supporter, even on TV interviews. I happen to be the one who used to stream the Kisii Deputy Governor Joash Mangi on live interviews at TV47, and I vividly recall how when Joash Mangi shifted to ODM, how they could wrestle with Balak Muluka when Mangi at some point started opposing Ruto. I remember very well how Balak Muluka strongly supported William Ruto. 6 days ago, on a television interview, Balak Muluka aliruka kamba and he defined the Kenya Kwanza regime as a rogue criminal gang. Actually, that is the right term we used. That is actually a third example. A fourth example are the pastors, the ACK bishops, who held a press conference yesterday or the other day, and they were banning politicians from church. We know one politician in this country who loves politicking in church. Of course, William Ruto. So, banning politics in church, meaning they are banning William Ruto from political pulpits. Those are just a few examples. The latest one is from Millicent Omanga. Hey, the Nyash lady. Huyo mwanadada nakumbuka sana vile alikuwa ana dance campaign ya Ruto akisupport Sakaja. She could tingiza, she could dance. Yani hiyo ndio ilikuwa kazi yake tu, entertaining guests. Mkutano ukianza kazi yake ni ku-entertain guests, you know, na wimbo yake. But I am surprised that this is what she's saying. The latest is Millicent Omanga. Sikia vile anasema. This is what Omanga was writing towards Sakaja. This illegal and unjustified action. Biashara yake ilibomolewa Nairobi na serikali ya Kenya Kwanza ya Nairobi. You know, Nairobi is being manned by the Kenya Kwanza government. That is, Sakaja is allied to Kenya Kwanza and especially the UDA. So Millicent Omanga is writing, this illegal and unjustified action, hiyo ya kubomoa biashara yake, follows my comment on the Auditor General's report on Nairobi County, which appears to have infuriated him. I remain steadfast and unbold and affirm that I'll not be silenced by such cowardly acts. I'm utterly disgusted by the wanton looting. That's what she wrote. And pilfering. Nani alimpea hii kizungu? Hii kizungu haikuangi ya Omanga hii. Who gave her this English? Is serious? I'm utterly disgusted by the wanton looting and the pilfering. Hapana, hii haiwezi kuwa ya Millicent Omanga. Hapana. Lakini nasoma from our Facebook page. Yeye ameandika, I am utterly disgusted by the wanton looting and the pilfering of Nairobi County finances through exorbitant, Jesus Christ, legal fees paid to lawyers as contained in the latest Auditor General's report. We were told, let's make Nairobi great. Is this the way to do it? Nairobi deserves better. From that statement, Millicent Omanga criticizing the same governor she supported is now crying that the rogue regime has demolished her businesses in Nairobi. I want to tell Millicent Omanga, lady, listen. Facebook community, we cannot help you. You are directly connected with William Ruto. Badala ya kutulilia Facebook, badala ya kutingiza Facebook, tafadhali chukua simu, pigia Ruto, mwambie mtu yako Sakaja amenibomolia biashara Nairobi. Stop crying to us, we have no help. Wakati ulikuwa unatingizia watu, videos are online. These are not accusations. If she wants, we can produce videos. Hata kuna mahali alikuwa anaambia DJ, unakamata sijui unaingiza na Ruto alikuwa amekaa hapo nyuma, na hiyo ni wakati ya campaigns. Amevaa trouser tight ya black na top ya yellow, and she was like anarudisha hiyo mali yake chini, anarudisha juu, anazungusha pande nyingine, na mdosi yako hapo nyuma anacheka na anafurahia. Umebomolewa biashara, please. You can go to State House, because wewe huwezi fungiwa. Just walk one morning, walk to State House and talk to Ruto. Tell him, Your Excellency, I am your daughter, or I am your friend, or I am your supporter. Please call Sakaja and tell him not to fight your people. Hii sarakasi ya Facebook sisi tutakuchekelea, and we do not have any help by the way. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.